Cool. It's official greetings, my friends. We're live. And I have Mo Daouk. Daouk, did I get it right?
Yes, you did. That's right.
Yeah, from NiceJob, nicejob.com, one of the leading review companies, getting companies online, especially for home service businesses. So I'm really glad you got a few minutes to join me, Mo, and talk about what's going on at the huge convention, how NiceJob is making a difference for people's businesses and stuff like that. But let's start with just let me and the other people as they jump on live and people that watch us later get to know you a little bit. So you're with NiceJob. How long
Yes,
have you been part of the NiceJob family?
over 2 years now.
Okay, cool. And what's like your official capacity?
I'm the VP of marketing at NiceJob.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Welcome
Absolutely.
to the show. Let's get a little bit of background. So you're VP of marketing there. You've probably been in marketing for a while. Like,
Yes.
how'd you get into it? How'd you cut your chops and how'd you join NiceJob?
Yeah. It's been quite the journey, to be honest with you. I've always had a passion for marketing personally, right? So it's something that I've always aspired to, and software specifically is an area that's been super amazing to be a part of. Also, by the way, thank you for having me on the show. Actually, this is great. But what kind of drew me to NiceJob, to be honest with you, is specifically the mission that the company's on, right? And it's something that I think is really interesting. It's, the mission that we're on at NiceJob is we want to help businesses grow by, turning their customers into vocal fans. And that's something that, a lot of people forget about, right? And they think about it's kind of like the marketing of the past, right? Like word of mouth marketing. We believe word of mouth marketing is back, and it's here to stay. So that's definitely why, I've kind of been part of this organization. I've been passionate about being about this organization, being with this organization and growing it. But yeah, no, NiceJob is it's a really cool company, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's cool. Like in marketing world, one of the oldest, most reliable, most potent forms of marketing is word of mouth.
That's right.
And to be able to take it and curate it, collect it, and then like empower it with a company like NiceJob is like I can't overstate how
100%.
important or impactful that could be.
100%. Like, yeah, like NiceJob, like we basically have a platform that essentially helps businesses build a strong online presence, right? And we really do this by leveraging, customer reviews, referrals. But if you look at the actual company itself, it was really essentially created to help businesses earn customer trust. And the tools that we sort of provide make it easy, right? It makes it easy to collect, makes it easy to manage, makes it even easier to leverage and showcase these genuine reviews across different platforms, right? Whether it's
Yeah.
Google, whether it's social. But one of the core factors of NiceJob is one of the reasons we kind of get up every morning is we believe that companies that spend time and invest in creating, amazing experiences for their customers, they deserve to win, right?
Yeah.
And we're on a mission to kind of help that happen.
Yeah. Very cool. So I've been a NiceJob customer for a long time, minimum 7 years, maybe
Mhm.
longer. But so this is a damaging admission. Last year, for almost a whole year, like we just stopped our social media presence. I mean, we still had it. We got our Facebook page, but we didn't post anything. But NiceJob is connected to our CRM, which is connected to the reviews, connected to
Mhm,
Facebook,
mhm.
and every post for like 5 months was another great review by Jimmy. Another great review. It was like everything that was automatic. And a
That's
buddy
right.
of mine messaged me and he's like, "Hey, okay, I get it. You get 100 reviews, but you could post something else on your Facebook." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a great point."
Yeah,
Okay.
no, social sharing is becoming a big component, to be honest with you, right? Like, what's interesting about, the platform itself is how it just automates it for you, right? So it's like you're saying, like even if you neglect your social media for a little bit, it just kind of keeps engaging on your behalf, and then sharing those great stories and those great reviews that your customers have for you. Just recently we came across an interesting stat, to be honest with you, where today when you look at the age group of like 18 to 34-year-old consumers, well,
Mhm.
91% of those consumers, they trust reviews just as much as like you referring a friend to a
Wow.
business. So if you
Yeah.
think about a business that's like, it's no longer like a nice to have, it's a need to have these day in this day and age, because today you could have a friend, or you could be requiring a service, And you could tap into your network of friends and say, hey, does anyone know a company that can help me with X, Y, and Z? And if they don't find, if no one says, hey, I don't have anyone for you, sorry, well, they're going to go online and they're going to search. And if you're not showing up, if your reviews aren't there, if there's no reputation, then it's going to be hard for you to even be at the table, right? Or be at least an option for that business, for that customer. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure. Let me shift just a little bit and
Yeah.
say hello to people that are jumping on live. If you're joining us live, when you join live, say hi in the comments. Hit the like button for Mo because he's going to be teaching us some about, like, we all know we need reviews, but we're going to get a little bit more granular, a little bit more tangible of the power of a review. So, but when you're jumping on live, say hi. Share this live feed into a group or two, and I've got 2 tickets to the huge convention to give away. 2 tickets. If you want one for yourself, or if you've got a coworker or a key employee or business partner or somebody in another business in your area that you're friends with that you want to bring to the show, like, I've got you back on that ticket. So let's get back into review land. You
Hmm.
said it earlier, is like the purpose of the review, or the mission of NiceJob, forgive me, is
Yeah.
to help earn customer trust.
Yeah.
And the oldest version of every sales training, sales book I ever read or studied was, people do business with people they know, like, and trust.
Hmm.
So how do we amplify that? How do we shortcut it, meaning like get to the front of the line of trust in a digital world?
Yeah. Like, I mean, we believe a business needs to focus on creating a great experience for their customer, right? Like, focus all of your energy and effort on that, and then automate the rest, right? I mean, if people are going to have a great experience, they're most likely going to leave a review. But the challenge is, businesses are inundated with so many things. There's so many things to do in your day to day, right? Especially small business owners.
Yeah.
So, you know, remembering to ask for reviews and leveraging that is something that's neglected and it's forgotten. But when you automate it, you're not only are you actually gaining reviews automatically, but you're also opening it up a whole new world for new customers to kind of know about you.
Hmm.
Like, we want to turn your customers into vocal fans. We want your customers to actually, you know, go out and tell their friends about it and refer their friends for it. And the platform does it all for you, right? So, like, now you as a business owner can spend majority of your time, your day in and day out, on creating a great experience for your customers.
Yeah. Okay. So this may end up being a damaging admission on my part. I mentioned I've been using NiceJob for 7 years ish. Um, and I have NiceJob set up and connected to our CRM. When we close a job, it automatically starts asking for the
That's right.
review. And I'm sure, I know it's email, I'm sure it's text, and it keeps track of that and asks until they post a review or it expires. But then any of those reviews, we get them on Google. They do get reposted on our social media, but that's all we do with it.
Hmm.
But I don't use any other feature. I don't even know if there are other features, but you just indicated
Yeah,
that you can turn your reviewers, your customers, into fans and into referral
that's right.
machines.
That's right.
What am I missing here, Mo? I need to make sure I update what I'm doing with NiceJob and let it work even harder
Absolutely.
for me.
Absolutely. So we have a referral feature actually within the product that's actually really, really cool. And what it does is it taps into those customers that have actually left reviews for you, that have had a positive sentiment about your business. And then it goes to them and says, hey, after a certain period of time, it'll actually ask them to actually refer friends. So it'll
Okay.
actually help them refer friends. The other really cool feature that we just launched, it's actually in beta right now. It's a great opportunity to kind of take advantage of it. Is a product called Get Repeats. And what Get Repeats does is it takes those exact customers that are transacting with you, doing business with you, have left a review, are a vocal fan, if you will, of your business. It then automatically figures out this, how often it should kind of reach out to them and say, hey, this is a repeat business. So for example, if you're, let's say, a window washing company,
Mhm.
and you clean windows, well, how often are you technically going back to those customers and saying, hey, it's been a year, I think your windows need to be clean, let me automate that for you. And what we've seen, the numbers that we've actually seen with this beta version of this product is staggering, to be honest with you. Like, the businesses are experiencing a significant lift of, tapping into existing customers and bringing them back. So there's a lot of other small features that I haven't talked about. I don't want to, spill the beans. I want people to stop by our booth at the huge
Yeah.
convention. Um, yeah, there's going to be a team there. We're going to have a lot of things to learn about. We're actually going to be at booth 920. Actually, is the booth that we're going to be at. So
Okay.
yeah.
Booth 920. I'm going to put that up here. So 920. Hopefully this shows correctly. Yeah, that's okay. It's really exciting. So you guys, NiceJob has been in the house with a huge convention for years
Hmm.
and always been a great part of the show. That looks kind of odd. NiceJob.com, booth 920 at
Yeah,
the huge convention in 14 days, by the way.
that's
Um,
right.
with that, so you're going to be teaching a breakout session. Um,
Hmm.
your topic is from crisis to confidence, how your online reputation protects you from an economic downturn or something like economic
That's
instability.
right. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so I mean, the topic's gonna be covering a few key things, right? Like first and foremost, we're gonna be looking at like what are some effective ways to solicit customer reviews, and how do you get the best conversion rate? We're also gonna cover things like negative reviews, right? It's the elephant in the room, but what are some of the best practices in terms of managing negative reviews, and what are some of the common misconceptions around it? Do I respond? Do I not respond?
Yeah.
Things like this. And then we're also going to talk about, well, what is the role of customer feedback when it comes to boosting, your online reputation, when it comes to building business resilience, and when it comes to growing the business during times of uncertainty. So, consumer trust, online reviews versus kind of, when there's an economic downturn, you're not going to be spending your money on paid ads, but having a strong reputation online can help kind of, fortify or kind of keep you safe in economic downturns.
Yeah. Well, for sure. So
Hmm.
I find it surprising and fascinating that like if you want to do business with a business today and they didn't have a website, you would think they were a fool. I mean, you're like, you got to be kidding me. I get 10 years ago, you're like, come on,
Yeah.
you got to have a website. And now when I see companies, competition, that they have 2, 5, 10 reviews,
Yeah.
I shake my head and I go, how can you do that and still be in business? Guess what happens when things shuffle economically? Those
Yeah.
guys go away.
It's a real thing. Like, when you look at authentic reviews, they really do influence like purchasing decisions. Like it's a fact. Like, and on top of that, having positive reviews, it's been shown, like at least the numbers that we see from our customers, is that it actually shows that they can actually increase customer spending by 31%.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes. So
Okay.
customers that will actually spend more with you if you have a strong reputation online, right? So you're right. It's just like your website. It's no longer a nice to have. It's table stakes at this stage, right? So it's something you can't neglect, and it's definitely something, like going back to that topic. It's definitely something to consider, especially like during economic instability, right? Where you might not have enough budget or in your marketing spend to focus on, running paid ads or doing social media ads and so on and so forth to promote your business. But when you have a strong online reputation, it helps kind of protect you during that point, right? Because you're still going to get customers through. Your fans are going to do the marketing for you. And going back to that word of mouth marketing that we were talking about in the beginning, you're really doing that on like an automated perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
So you mentioned helping people understand what to do when they get a negative review. We've got we had a big every May we do a review contest with our team,
Yeah.
and put it right in front of them. So they spend the whole month of May really pushing hard to get the reviews because they get paid a little extra perk when they get one with their name in it, stuff like that.
Nice.
Um, but then it also makes it a habit. Then so for the rest of the season, they're used to asking for reviews, and we've got whatever we added 75, 76 5-star reviews in the last couple of months,
Amazing.
and but we got a 1-star review from somebody.
Mm,
1 star. So we got 546 5 stars, couple threes, a 4, and a 1. And the 1 star came from we part of our marketing regular marketing plan is we canvas with door hangers, put them on everybody's door.
right. Right.
Says $50 off, use our service. And someone was so offended and they took time to review our business and give us a 1-star because how dare we put something on their house? And the team was, we've got a bunch of young guys, and they're like, "Oh man, let's get them. Let's troll them. And they were, and I'm like, no, that's not going to help our case. What would you suggest? I won't tell you what we did yet, but
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like, again, going back to like negative reviews, it's there's misconceptions around it, right? Like, but responding to a negative review on a very visible platform, it shows, customers that you're human. Like, this is like, people are not perfect, and to be honest with you, our studies have actually shown perfect is not good either, right? So it's
yeah,
like, it's okay to have, but a lot of times when you see organizations that have negative reviews and they don't respond to them, it shows it's a lot worse, right? Because now you're completely neglecting that customer. But if you're being genuine and you're responding, it shows, even potential customers that are reading your reviews, that you care and you actually are displaying it publicly, and there's some authenticity there, right? So it's definitely something not to shy away from.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I agree. We teach, one of our philosophies as a company is like anytime something goes wrong, you run toward the
Mhm,
problem
mhm.
and don't run away from it. It's like, because it's not going to get better. It may not be fun dealing with it, but it's going to be a lot less fun if you don't deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, you compare it to, like, let's say, you had a brick and mortar store, and you have a customer that's yelling, and you're completely ignoring him and or her, and you're trying to talk to the other customer, and it just comes across as, strange. That other customer that's standing there waiting in line is gonna be like, I think I'm gonna go somewhere else. It's kind of the same thing, right? So
True.
it's definitely an opportunity more than a negative thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
We had with that guy, that person, we responded. We just said, "Hey, sorry that offended you," and we responded and said, "This is what we do. Sorry it
Yeah,
bothered you. You know, good luck. Do you want an estimate?" I don't remember what we said, but it was professional. And then, but
yeah,
then I told my team, I'm like, "Hey, we got a 1-star review. Let's just bury it." And so they
yeah,
doubled down on
absolutely.
getting more reviews to cover.
Yeah, no, it's even like another thing. Like, I've there's a lot of businesses that even set the tone at the beginning of the job as well, right? They even get into the job with expecting like a 5-star review, so that the whole experience is, I'm trying to get a 5-star review here, and letting the customer know ahead of time that, hey, if anything goes wrong, please let me know. Like, you create that automatic space to avoid those negative reviews. But in the case of door hangers, you can't really avoid that if
Yeah, right.
it gets bad.
So I don't know if it's been helpful for us. I don't know if it's helpful for anybody else, but like Nice Job's working for us in the background on automatic,
Mhm.
and we try to plant the seeds in advance for people to leave a review by like at the door when our team shows up. We introduce ourselves and they go, "Our goal today is to do such a great job. We earn your 5-star review, and
Yeah.
then you want to tell all your friends and family about us. Sound good?" And they always say, "Sounds good." I'm like, "Cool." So when we finish, we simply ask, when they're collecting payments, like, how did we do? Did we earn your 5-star review? And people are like, yeah, you did a great job. So would you post a review for us online? And
Mhm.
most people just say yes. We have the occasional person that says, I hate Google and I won't do anything with Google. I'm like, okay, then we can do about that. But then they get the automation, and they've already said, they're expecting it. They've said yes. And then when they get
Mhm.
it, they're more likely to just go ahead and follow through rather than ignore it. So
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's an important thing to level set that with the customer at the beginning, right? Because then it's no longer. And again, I go back. I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. Like, if you're providing an exceptional experience, customers want to leave a good review. If you're offering a very bad experience, they're gonna leave a bad review, right? And that's just the nature of like, that's just human nature. So it's, you know we want to take that burden off of you. We want you to kind of spend more time. Your day in and day out should be focused on just, how can I elevate my experience? How can I do better for my customer? And then let Nice Job automate the rest. Like, let us get your reviews, let us get your referrals, let us get your repeat business, and help you grow your business, right? And that's something that, that's the beauty of Nice Job, to be honest with you.
yeah. Well, cool. Well, I'm excited for you to speak at the huge convention at Breakout,
Thank
and
you.
also to go by the booth. I just confirmed it today. I got an email from someone on the Nice Job team. You guys are doing the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. So
the show. So
we're gonna have the Built by Me podcast. So if you haven't checked out the Built by Me podcast, we essentially started a podcast to bring to life the stories of these entrepreneurs and the service based businesses, tell their stories about how they grew their businesses. But then we're also focusing on different topics and things like this. Last month we focused on customer service. This month we're going to talk about marketing. So there's going to be a lot of cool topics that we're going to be bringing to life. So at the actual booth at booth 920, half of the booth is going to be the Built by Me podcast. So we're actually going to be filming and live episodes there, and we're going to have different guests come by and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be really cool. The other really cool thing that we're doing at the event, so make sure you stop by the NiceJob booth, is we have a really cool promotion. So if you're looking to try NiceJob, you've been kind of on the fence, or you're thinking about your online reputation, it's a great opportunity to take advantage of a really cool promo right now. We're giving away 50% off for your first 3 months. So just stop by the booth, talk to the folks, talk to the team there, and then we'll get you set up with NiceJob.
that's cool. That's a great show special. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're expecting a big turnout this year. It was big last year for us. It is called the Huge Convention. It's funny, when it was started, I wasn't part of it, but the first year the guys did it, they're like, let's start a convention that would be cool enough, like something we want to do, because they'd gone to a couple and they're like, these are dumb. This is stodgy. Like, it was wasn't fun. So they started it, and they're like, what are we going to call it? And they're like, well, we've got 50 people registered. Let's call it the Huge Convention.
I love it. No, we're really excited to be there. We have heard nothing but great things about the Huge Convention. So definitely looking forward to it.
Cool. Hey, on a selfish note, I guess,
Yeah,
the referral feature inside NiceJob, is that something I need to turn on, or is it already happening? Do I need to
turn
go
it on? Yeah, you can get it turned on. Yeah.
Cool. And the beta for Get Repeats, is that something that I can access, or is that like invitation only type of thing?
Yeah, no, it's open to anyone, right? So if you were looking to get, leverage your existing customers that have done business with you and get repeat business, just go on to the service. It's in a beta mode right now, but yeah, go and give it a try.
Very cool. All right, I appreciate that. See, I even learned some cool stuff. Our conversation is going to make our company more money. That's one of the things I love about NiceJob. It's been helping us in the background for a long time. I don't recall. I think I was the first person to review NiceJob and put a photo in it. So it's 7 or 8 years ago, and I didn't have hair then either, but I definitely look younger. So I'll have to look it up. It's pictures on our Facebook somewhere. Anyway,
that's amazing.
Cool. Mo, I appreciate your time and the opportunity to get to know you a little bit. I look forward to seeing you in person, shaking hands, and enjoying the convention along with you and the team from NiceJob. Thank you for being on.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Sid. Appreciate it. I look forward to meeting you there as well. Stop by the booth, 920.
Yeah, come by 920. If you come by at 2 p.m. Central on Saturday, I'll be in the podcast interview as a guest.
That's right.
Yeah, and Mo will be signing T-shirts and books. Selfies. It'll be great.
It'll be awesome.
All right, Mo, thanks again. I appreciate it. We'll see you in 2 weeks, man.
Absolutely, Sid. Take care.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Bye.